Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Schneen. This is a new mod map out by Nick, 145.56 megabytes download. There are 7 required mods that download automatically. They are written in the description for the video. Slot count on all 3 game modes is 1113. All the vehicles and machinery are here on all 3 game modes. Contracts are available. There are 5 additional crop types. If we go into... Actually, we go into this one here. Look across the right, and we go across that way. We've got rye, triticale, spelt, green rye and field grass. Now, rye, triticale, spelt and field grass can all be harvested with a regular harvester header, and they are crops. Green rye is mode, yes. All 5 of those can be planted with a regular seeder, or seeded with a regular seeder, not a planter. I will show you just for complete transparency. So if we go to seeders, you'll see all 5 of the crop types there can be put in with a seeder. If we go to planters, they're not on there, so it's seeders that put them in the ground. If we go to our headers, 4 of them are there, 4 regular headers, and it's the mowers that will do the green rye. So that's the extra crop types, headers. Right, if we go into build mode and we go to tools, Schneen, there's a vehicle workshop. That is the only mod in addition to the required mods that's been put in by the map maker. All the required mods are in their various locations. We've got a composite Machinesheds, heavy duty shelf, old farm package, Dutch shed pack, half timbered farm buildings, Thuringian farm set and Bale storage. They're all in the places you would expect them to be under build mode. We start here on the map. And the map looks like this. So we're up the top here. On New Farmer, we start with plot 80, which is our sort of main farm. I mean, it is the main farm, really. We've got plot 13 just there, and plot 3, or field 3, and 13. Most of the map can be purchased. This top section can be 1,400,000. That's got a lot of the housing and stuff on, so if you want to put other placeables and things down, you can. There are 5 additional farms to the one you start with, and we'll see those as we go around. I'm going to need to put some money in. Field prices go from small, medium, through a range of mediums up to large. So if you start with something like plot 9, 24 grand, then we go to something like plot 29 there for 125 grand, then up to something like maybe 32 for 330 grand, and then we're going up then 470. Then if we go for a big one here like field 52, 1,636,000. So plots do get up there. The main sort of town and focus is the top, and then it's all fields out, nice sweeping landscape, and we've got 1 farm down the bottom which we'll get to in a little while. Trying to think. Oh, you know, I missed off my notes. The animal dealer, I mustn't forget when I get down there. Anyway, so starting here, we come across to this just here. This is the agricultural trade. We've got 4 sell points here. So we've got agricultural trade standard. We've got 1 for pallets, 1 for liquids, 1 for bulk. 2 of them are inside. So pallets and liquids are in here. I don't know if there's a light switch actually. Might be automatic, but I like these, the fact you've got different crop types in the site windows in these. So liquids is this end. If we open the door this end and come round, we've got 2 sell points. So you've got the standard one here. Actually, that might be a buy point. Let me just double check that. Yeah, agricultural trade. There you go. So the standard one, agricultural trade, is a buy point for seeds. I would imagine fertilizer and things like that. I put it down as a sell point. So I'm glad, again, I checked that. There we go. Solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, those things. So buy point there, sell point there. Right. From here, debris crusher, and we whiz around the back to the vehicle shop. Now, there's a few things about this map that might annoy people. I mean, there's little things like this. This is your vehicle spawn point. This is also the reset point in the map. But from the actual vehicle shop and workshop, you can't come straight across. You've got to go around. It's a minor thing, but it, you know, Some people might find that frustrating. There's a gap. Don't even go. There we go. There's a gap in the fence just here, so you can get around. It's a minor thing. But this is the reset point. Vehicle shop is just there with the workshop trigger just around the side here. But what I find really annoying is the curbs. The curbs are severe, to say the least, and they are everywhere. Whether they're these straight curbs or these rounded ones, every entrance and exit to a farm, to a road, to whatever, has a massive curb. There's no drop curbs. I've tried buying the land, I've tried smoothing them out, I've tried removing them, you can't. So I hope it gets an update. If you can live with that, if it doesn't bother you, that's absolutely fine, but they are quite severe, and you'll see as we go in and out, especially something that doesn't have suspension. It's not wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to grab a pickup, get it put in there, and let's get around the map and have a look, shall we? In our pickup. We're going to do a sort of a peculiar route round. We'll take in everything as we go. We'll bump down. We'll take a left just here up to our start farm. I'm going to put some money in. Some of the farms are quite expensive actually. Sort of park up there. Hop out, open the gates. So, sleep trigger is just there. We come round, we've got some large racking, we've got some seed pallets, front loader gear all stacked in there. We come across the yard, we've got garage here, as you can see. Trailer, Fendt tractor, harvester, header and header trailer. We've got a styer, ploughs, cultivators, subsoiler, fertiliser spreader, and we've got our seeder just there. And that's it for the main farm. There's no animals or anything like that here at the main farm. I'm gonna put some money in, and we shall continue. I'll do what I usually do. I'll show you on the map where we are and where we've been and where we've come from, that kind of thing. So just bear with me a moment. Right then, let's crack on. If we go back to the map, so we've done all of this bit here. Oh, actually, we came past the gas station. There's a gas station just there. I meant to mention that. We're going to head out this way, take in these bits here, then come back along this way, take in these out to the end, and then we're going to head down the map. It was, like I say, I kind of try and normally find a route round that will make most sense to take it all in efficiently. At least that's the plan. We'll see. So, bakery, it's just there. Back out to the main road. When we come to this plot here, plot 78. Now a lot of these plots, once you own them, you can remove the buildings on them. The only thing I couldn't remove from here was the lighting around the slurry tank. But I have to say, I do like the lighting in a circle that goes around it. So we've got some shed space, we've got a slurry tank, we've got a cow barn, but you need to buy the land. So we've come along here to the bakers. We are this plot here, 78. Buy that. There we go, and our cow icon pops up. We've got a manure pit just here. Now the manure pit couldn't be removed either. The reason being, when you go into build mode to demolish, so I go into build mode, go to demolish, because you are at the top of the map, you can't get to, I can get to anything along this line. If I zoom in a bit, I can get a little bit further back, but the stuff right at the back, I can't get to. So the manure heap couldn't be removed. So you've kind of got this line that runs along like that there. I couldn't quite get to that either. Again, it's a minor thing, you might not want to remove them, so it's up to you. So, with feed robot, 80 cows, trigger is there, and then we've got bale storage, and the bale storage is just here. That will hold 800 bales. Then we go to the plot next door. And we'll swing it around. Ready for a quick getaway. So, this plot next door, plot 77, 518 grand. Does all that. Actually, I didn't say how much that one was, did I? How much was that plot? 853,424. I said the plots were quite expensive. So, once purchased, sheep 65. Building storage space. Building storage space. We've got a farmer 800. Was this one? Farmer 800, silo standard, crop types 800,000 litre, fuel tank, that one's a 25,000 litre I think, 25,000 litre capacity, barn space, workshop, just in there, more barn and building space, kind of like a contractor's yard really I guess. Well I suppose we've got sheep, so, and then we've got storage for solid fertiliser, 60,000 litres, 27,300 litres of seed or mineral feed in that one just there. So that's technically farm, what we're up to, farm 3, our main farm, the farm next door and this farm here, yeah, technically 3. Shall go past. Whoa. Looking at my notes, look at the map, bottom left. And not at the road. I do it every single time I do a map tour. So, we come just past here, and we've got a turning in here. This is the farmer's market sell point, tucked away in the trees. And then got a little track runs up to the field edge just up there. Lighting's pretty good, there's lighting all over the place. Will I get around that? Yep, just about. No damage to anyone's vehicles. And then just along the road from there, we come to this plot here. Oh. This is plot 79. Go to the map. So we've driven along there. Farmer's market there. We are here at plot 79. 548,856. Purchase that. There we go. All our triggers appear. Shed space, barn, workshop trigger just inside here. Through the barn out the other side, we've got our silo. That one's a farmer 500. Yep, 500,000 litre standard crop types. Chickens 360. Then we come more racking around the back here. We've got 3 of the large Langstroth hives. So 3 of these sort of pointing out towards the fields. Sleep trigger just here, and then we've got our point here for our honey spawn point, pallet spawn point, just around the back of the buildings here. And again, these can all be removed if you want to, like so. But it's the lighting on each of them I haven't been able to move. So if you want to put new stuff down, it'll just be a case of fitting in. Unless there's one item, sometimes you get one item that removes all of the decorative objects. I haven't found that one item. So you might be left with a few bits and bobs sort of out and around the place, but it's up to you. They can be removed if you want to, as I've just shown. From here then, back onto the road. Clonk. Back past where we started. Take a quick turn. Whoa! I slammed into the back of him. To our left, we've got timber sales. That's not a sawmill, it is just a sell point. Just there. We turn in just here. we come to the next farm. So just along there, we are now at plot 81. Purchase that and do that, and we get all these triggers come up. So to our left, we've got our sleep trigger with a large warehouse building space. To our right, again, seed and mineral feed, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer storage tanks. Now this is an interesting one. Now this was the one mod that's been put in by the map maker. All the rest are the required mods. We've got a workshop trigger here, and then in our buildings, so we've got two large storage buildings here. In this building here, we've got another workshop trigger. I guess because that's maybe too narrow, maybe for certain vehicles. So you've got an external workshop trigger for bigger machinery, maybe. Potentially. Come across the front, more storage space here. Then we've got a Farmer 500 silo, and we've got 3 Farmer 250 extensions, taking it to 1.25 million litres of storage space combined in all of those. Then we've got chickens, 30... just here, and a fuel tank just over to the side. Plenty of space, nice open area, nice lighting, plenty of spotlights and stuff, so all excellently lit at night. Certainly no shortage of building and storage space. But you've got a lot of room here for activities, and again, if you want to remove buildings you can, if you want to put other things in you can, productions, factories, whatever it is you want to do, there's space to do it. Then from here, yeah, we're going to go to the main road. Trying to remember my route. So, follow the road down here. Got a grain mill on the left hand side, just there. Then we'll turn up here. We've got a couple of sell points in amongst the housing. Like I said, all of this plot of land can be was 1.4 million. So if you wanted to put more productions and stuff in and around the buildings, you absolutely could. But just down that little lane there, you've got the family Steinman sell point just down there, and then just up here and take a turn to the right, you've got the cafe. Just there. So from here then, out towards the biogas plant, and then we're going to be heading south. The biogas plant is one of those ones where you can't buy the land separately, but when you buy the biogas plant you get the land with it. So we go straight across here. And then from here we're going to be heading south, out through the countryside, and you'll see it's got a nice sweep to it, plenty of open space, plenty of open fields. So this is, I think this is another 1 megawatt one. It's got that vibe, that feel to it. If we go to here, so went up and around there, down to here, and we're at this point. So if I click on that, it won't let me buy the land as it is. If I hop out, for 1,558,972, yes please, it's a standard biogas plant, standard things in, standard things out, for a 1 megawatt facility. Go back to our map and you will see now we own the land. So for adjustments, adding things in, that kind of thing. I haven't tried removing the biogas plant, but shall I try? I suppose I should really, just for completeness. There we go. If I sell that, will it leave the building? Okay, so I can remove the clamps, can remove the building. This is right behind the other farm. When I came out, I was going to turn down there, but I need to do the grain mill and the other bits and bobs, so we are literally right behind. Let's see. No. Right, so that's something to be aware of. If you do sell it back at half the price, the buildings don't go, so you can remove the silage clamps and the shed. So if you want to put some other clamps in, if there's something you prefer, or you might want to add some of the modular biogas plants in, anything like that. So from here we're going to be heading south. I've said that, what, 3 times now? Out through the countryside. The main road runs down there, which we're going to be joining in a moment, and then we're going to head down to the southwest, which is where the last farm is and the animal dealer, which I didn't write in my notes. I got sidetracked. It happens. So as you can see, nice sweep to it, undulating, not severe, not massive hills and massive valleys, but it's not billiard table flat either. It's, you know, got a nice feel. Coming up on the southerly part of the map, southernmost, I'm going to turn along this road here, heading out to the southwest. There's a fair bit of traffic on this one, as you've probably already noticed. Well, on the main roads anyway. And this is, I mean, this is a farm. This is more like a manor house type farm, you know. So we've got the half-timbered farmhouse with silo on this one. And we've got a hay and straw barn as well. So sweeping up into here. So we are now, from here, we came all the way down to there, along there, down there, and we are now sitting there. Plot E2, 454,001. There we go. So, open up the main doors, 400,000 litre capacity silo in here. Go out the other side. Sleep trigger just there. Across the yard, pigs. 100 of. In the pig pen just in here. Across the way, hay and straw. 350,000 litre capacity. So depending how you want to do this one, like I say, it's not a mod review of this. This is a separate mod, but I think you can put in there tipping. But I think with bales, if you want to put them up as if they're going to the hayloft, you can put them up and it takes them into the point up there. Now I can't remember whether or not this has a pipe that comes out. Or was that upstairs? I couldn't find. I'm sure this had. I thought this had a staircase. But I might be misremembering that. Maybe I am. Yeah, potentially. There's a shed behind with solar panels on. And then we've got our wardrobe trigger just here around the other side of the building on the plot. Again, all these buildings can be sold if you want to. Freeing up space to build a ping pong centre or whatever it is you're into at the weekends. So from here, the last of the points we're going to go and have a look at. The animal dealer sell point and the livestock market for the purchasing of animals. Now that's interesting. Of all the places we've been to, down here, you sweep in, lovely, no curbs. Isn't it weird? It's just the top part of the... it was. Anyway, sell point here, animal dealer, and then livestock market trigger, just there. And that's the map. Come back to here, we come along to there. Got a little bit of forestry down the bottom there. Actually, how much is that to buy? Really? Oh, that's all part of that. So that 1,474,000 does all that, does the roadways and all the way down to, because when I first did it, I was just looking at this bit. I saw the roadway, didn't actually dawn on me that it would do that as well. I saw that bit down the bottom there as well, is all part of that. Purchasing price. That's the map. That's Gross Schneen by Nick. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.